Try now.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay.
Am I missing?
Sorry.
Proposed resolution regarding negotiated investigative service agreement.
I believe we received an updated resolution or agreement in the boxes for everybody to review.
Also.
I'm sorry.
That's also concerning the first installment. So.
Okay.
With the. It was 5,000.
Okay.
So it's
So we're saying,
getting. Let's see.
Request to purchase office furniture for the city council reception area. If you look on your, before you,
this is update on the way from back. And from my understanding, it's verified funds from the finance department that furniture can be purchased up to between 25 and 3,000. So this invoice is like 29.
request of Councilwoman Hill to repair flagpole and place city and American flags.
Request that I put on the flagpole that's out front. If you kind of notice it, it's kind of big. And the flags have been removed, if I'm not mistaken. One of the security guards said that when one of the storms came through, we ripped it flag pretty bad. So it's just to get that repaired. You know, we'll have to get pulled forward because it needs to be welded. It looks like one of the welds has broken, so that's a request to get that replaced or fixed and to get the city flag and American flag back.
Request of Councilwoman Hill to make roof repairs as needed.
It's another consent that I have on there, excuse me, a request that I have on there to do a RFP to get some roofing work. As you can see, with the rain, we've had some issues here in the chambers and also in the police department area. There is some severe roof damage, and I think that we had or that it has been patched over the years, so we may need to look at getting a new roof put on for repairs that need to be done.
Request of Councilwoman Hill to upgrade public bathrooms.
This is another request that I have to upgrade the public bathrooms. Bathrooms in the city hall are pretty much outdated and they need to be updated. We can do all we can possibly to get it looked at and to use some of the money from the capital fund to bring them up to code and to get them into compliance with ADA.
Request of Councilwoman Hill to update courtyard.
The request that I have, I'm getting all my requests in on this agenda.
Yes.
Just keep it going. So that's another request. We have a water fountain that has not been in operation for years. From my understanding, previous administration had approved to remove it. I know the new administration was looking at doing it into a flower garden, but something it needs to work out first.
I've had some people mention that they want to see if they can get it running. So.
Something, because it's just sitting there as a sore eye right now. So if we can get that working administration to get it and send it to the public works or public safety committee and see about getting public works to look at it or get us somewhere. RFPs put out to get that working. Whatever looks best out there once we get some folks in and then we can come bring it back to us to see what needs to be done. But it's really a sore out of it.
Request of Councilwoman Hill to get permission from Mayor Davis to have city inspector review city properties for ADA compliance.
So another request that I have and I've done once we get into council to send an email over to Mayor Davis administration to look at buildings. We have several buildings throughout the city that are in need of repair or just sitting dormant that we can do some capital. Also, some of the bathrooms, again, even that, I think the District Four senior center bathroom needs some upgrades as well.
Concerns of Councilwoman Williams regarding reopening of Mitchell Public Library.
I'll just say that one for 4 o'clock.
Concerns of Councilwoman Williams regarding issuance of council members' discretionary fund payments.
I think that one's going for 4 o'clock too.
Request of Councilwoman Williams to recognize cowboys.
On that one, I'm gonna ask if we can move that toward the front of the list so we can get those children out. I don't know how far up we can put it so they can get home.
No matter what, I would pull them. Because, right, yes.
Concerns of Councilwoman Johnson Norwood regarding software.
Ms. Norwood is here, but I'm still should be here by 4 o'clock. I'm not sure the software she was in reference to, but she'll be here by 4.
Concerns of Mayor Davis regarding Renaissance Park for May 23rd for public purpose.
Yes, this is for the Opportunity for Entertainers, organization. They do, the, opportunity or the, employee, days or career days at the different high schools throughout the county, and they want to accommodate their year at Renaissance Park. So they're asking to have the fee waived for Renaissance Park.
We'll have to.
Proposed resolution authorizing Mayor Davis to sign Party SA agreement for release of opioid funds.
Yes, this is for the opioid agreement. I've executed the agreement based on the resolution that was done. But it had Mayor Gardner's name in the last resolution, so Attorney Murphy just wants us to do my name on it for us to be able to receive the funds for the opioid.
In point of order, also to add some detail on that, there was a deadline that was extended, so we're still within that time frame. But the new deadline is June. So, and we just said this, there was a previous resolution authorizing Mayor Jimmy Gardner to do that previously. And it would be a good idea to have to authorize Mayor Davis that we have already submitted the execute documents, however, but that one for us to submit. And that should mean additional funds for the city because there's a new route of settlement money coming down.
That was my next question. Do you know how much it's going?
We do not, and I don't know that anybody knows that, and this is not, I don't like to answer with uncertainty, but I don't know how the divisions are made, and I don't think the city, I think we asked this question actually when we first came in as to how much we expect to receive, and it's not a amount certain, we just get it when we get it. And if divvy it up, however the courts do that, and the lawyers distribute it or whatever formula they're using, I'm not privy to that.
Are those funds earmarked for certain purpose?
I believe they are limited in what they can be used for. I think it is a wide breadth of what they can be used for, but I think there are some limitations on it. Obvious things would be things for like law enforcement or preventative education, opioid, stuff like that, are things that were discussed early on. But we haven't received any additional funds, sort of pause those discussions. So that I think there are some limitations on it, attorney, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what they are because I don't know, but I think it's pretty broad.
It probably hasn't changed since I was in your.
I would be surprised if it had.
Proposed resolution authorizing Mayor Davis to sign an agreement with Alabama Tourism for appropriation in the amount of $10,400.
Yes, our grant team applied for a tourism grant. We received $10,400 that I need to have authorization to sign to receive from the state.
It is for the Christmas extravaganza and for Juneteenth to be split evenly. Those two events. Claim against the city by Howard staff in the amount of $1,705.
That was presented. If I'm not mistaken, last year. Is the city. This. From my understanding that when. That event. Occurred, there originally was no reports. There was assistance by the fire department and the police department of the state.
Right.
But there were no reports at the time. Therefore causing a long time to get this taken care of. And my understanding with the current price that we pay for a deductible, it would be a better solution to pay the claim outright. Not sure,
5,000, so you don't.
like I said, I'm not sure, kind of risk when we had a chance to look at this claim or.
I'm sorry, I was checking. I didn't hear the first part of what you said, Councilwoman. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. Have you had a chance to look at this claim? Because I know it's been pending for a long while.
Is this the Wooten matter that we're talking about, or which one?
This is. How staff, how staff. Claim for $1,705.
The city clerk and I went through all the claims that were pending some time ago. Most of them were submitted to Hammock. Don't remember if this was one of them or not. The city clerk was telling me that this is one that was submitted to Hammock. We have not heard from them from your standing, but I did check with them today on another matter, the Wooten matter. So I will follow up with them about this one also, but I know it has been submitted to them. We did that a couple months ago, maybe over.
Right, the deductible is 5,000 and this claim is right at 1,705, so it's less than half of the deductible.
And some of them that were beneath that amount, I think I recommended that we just paid, and I can't recall if this is one of those or not. It was, okay, so I recommended that we just pay the claim, I think.
Requested by the Food Mart to schedule a public hearing located at 604 North Wilson Avenue for 050 retail beer, 070 retail table wine, and 990 tobacco and alternative nicotine products license.
One is here represented by the. So what we will do is we'll look at it at 4 or 5, maybe if they're present. If they're not present, we'll go ahead and still try to schedule them a hearing, hearing Thursday, May 26th at 4. That will give 2 weeks, over 2 weeks notice for them to be able to. Documents that are needed, what citizens to be able to.
Request of John W. Glover Construction and Roofing for payment for services in the amount of $19,119.
This would be for.
Request of Jenny Callis regarding abandoned houses.
Now, I will call for it in that 4 o'clock procedures. That'll be all that we have. For the pre-council meeting, we will. During at this time, we will start council meeting right after the meeting. Thank you.